Wingardium Leviosa! And it kind of has like a wet look to it. This is such an underrated product. I never hear anyone talking about this. Whenever I wear a mask, I always feel like Arabian Nights. If you're watching, Zach Perna, I'm single. No, I'm joking. I just find visualization and meditation great for making me appreciate myself more. This feels so strange with the lights on and everything. Like, it just feels really weird. I feel like a YouTuber, you know, like all professional. I used to do these types of videos all the time. Like, I never used to do vlogs. I would just do videos where I would sit down and do reviews or makeup tutorials and favorites and things like this. I've done my hair a bit tight, and like when I raise my eyebrows, it really hurts. And when I laugh, it really hurts too. Like, how does Ariana Grande and other people that have their hair up all the time, like, maybe they just don't do it as tight. So let's start with this makeup brush. So this is the Real Techniques stippling brush. I remember when these used to be popular, probably 5 years ago, or like 4 years ago, something like that. Then when the Beauty Blender came out, then that became really popular. And while the Beauty Blender is really good, like I still love that, I saw this in my makeup drawer the other day and I thought, why don't I just give it a go and just try it again just because it was there. And yeah, and I really liked it. I thought, this is actually really great. Why did I stop using this? As you can see, it's got quite short, dense bristles. And what you're supposed to do is you just stipple your foundation into your face. So you don't wipe it or anything like that. You just kind of do that motion onto your face. Sometimes I find with a beauty blender, it takes off quite a bit of my foundation. Whereas this, it's not really taking off any foundation. Yeah, so I really like this just because it gives more of a full coverage effect. Sometimes I will use this and then I will go over with a beauty blender to just dab like maybe 5 times just to make sure that the foundation isn't sitting completely on my skin. It's so good. I keep doing that, don't I? Wingardium Leviosa! Name the film. Okay, so next I have, the cover has completely come off of this, but it's all right. This is the Makeup Revolution Soph X highlighter palette. Can you see that colour there? It's kind of like a rose goldy colour, and sometimes I'll mix it with a little bit of that gold colour, but mostly I've been using that rose gold. I'll do a little swatch for you. The top one is that gold colour, and then that bottom one is the rose gold. I'm wearing the rose gold on my cheeks today with a little bit of the gold, but mainly it's just the rose gold that I've got on. And I love it. I've been using it so much, not only this month, but actually for most of this year. I've never thought that I would like a rose gold highlight. I've always been more into either a gold or a kind of champagne, almost icy highlight. But I've actually really been enjoying this rose gold. I feel like it would be really flattering on most skin types because it's not too stark. And it kind of has like a wet look to it. I love it personally when a highlighter looks almost wet. It sounds weird, but it just always just looks so like really nice. It's just so pretty. Like, you can have it really subtle if you want. You can just put a little bit on and it looks like you're not really wearing any highlighter hardly. And then you can also make it a bit more glam, like more bright. Next. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. Smells so good. So this is the Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker. As it says, it is lovely. It's kind of simple in the scent as well. Like, it's just really classic, like very fresh, very light. I got this from B&M Bargains and it was like £10 or something, which is really good. It's 100 millilitres. It's just a really nice scent and I keep spraying it. Like, I've even sprayed it once or twice before I've gone to bed, which is really silly, but it's just so nice. It's not the most long wearing perfume. Like, I don't think I can really smell it at the end of the day, but it's just nice. So yeah, been loving that. Thought I was sure, but it wasn't a match. I've got that stuck in my head now. So now we're gonna move on to hair things. I've got a few hair things. Oh, it's really oily on the outside. I think I must have spilt it. This is the jojoba oil from the Soapery. It's organic, cold pressed. It's vegan, vegetarian, 100% natural, cruelty free, non-GM, all of that stuff. Shout out to Kaya, to my bestie. So I was saying to her that I felt like I needed an oil or something for my hair because it was just feeling really dry. If you've got curly hair, then you know that your hair tends to be on the drier side of life, which is fine, but you know, that's just how curly hair is. And I have used a few other oils before. I've used an oil by Trepadora, which is a hair care brand, which I really enjoyed, but it was quite expensive for a small bottle, so Kaya recommended this. It's from Amazon and I think it was £10. Next I have the Naughty 97% natural wave hello curl defining taming cream. That was a mouthful. It's cruelty free, vegan friendly, it's got no parabens, no sulfates, silicones, all of that stuff, so it's very natural. It's for curly and wavy hair. This is such an underrated product. I never hear anyone talking about this, but it is really good and it's so affordable. I think it's £8, which is so good. Whenever I put it in my hair, I can always tell the difference, and if I don't put it in my hair, I can always tell the difference. It just leaves my hair feeling really nice and it's thick. It's quite a thick cream. I think it defines my curls really nicely. Do you know what it's really similar to and it reminds me of? Maybe it's like a remake of it, but there used to be this cream called Naked. By the way, this is from Superdrug. Naked was a curl cream that they used to do years ago, maybe like 5 years ago or so, but they stopped doing it. I don't know why, because that was so good. But this is exactly the same. Like, it reminds me exactly of that cream. So if you used to use Naked hair products and you were really upset when they went, then you should try this because it's so similar. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite hair products at the moment. One thing that's annoying though is that whenever I go into Superdrug, I can never find it in store. Like, for some reason they're not restocking it, and every time I'll ask one of the assistants and they always say, oh, we don't have it in, but you can get it online. And I don't know why. I hope it's not because they're planning on not making any more of it, because that's what they did with the Naked. So I'm hoping that they're still going to continue to produce this because it is so good. I mean, maybe you can get it in your local store, but whenever I go to Superdrug, I can never buy it in store. So recently I've had to buy it online. Okay, so now we've got a conditioner. This is the Trepadora Curl Therapy Quinoa Repair Deep Conditioner. It was 30 something pounds, which is quite expensive, but it is really good. Trepadora are a curly hair brand for curls, for waves. Most of their products are great. I don't tend to get Trepadora products just because they are so pricey, and it's just not really ideal for my budget. But I do really like the conditioner. It puts protein back into your hair, because a lot of the time when we don't have protein in our hair, that's when it gets more dry. It does a really good job at making my hair feel really nice and soft. But yeah, this is great. And next we have a mask. Whenever I wear a mask, I always feel like Arabian Nights. So I got this mask from Amazon. I got a pack of 3 and they were £5, I think. These are good because they're washable. Obviously it's pink, and I really like that they're quite breathable. I have, you know, the blue masks that you get, the ones that you'd have in hospitals. I find they get really hot, and I just thought, if I'm going to be wearing a mask a lot more, then I want something that looks cute. This is good for eczema, if you have eczema or just really dry skin. I used to get eczema all the time when I was younger, and then about 5 years ago, I just stopped getting it. I just wasn't getting any eczema at all, which was really good. And then suddenly it's come back. So in the last probably 8 months, I've started getting eczema again. So the main thing in this is oat. So it's got oat flour and oat extract. Interesting. This is just really good at soothing my skin. So if I'm feeling really itchy and irritated and I put this on, it just helps it to like calm down. It's just like a little bit of a hug for my skin. This is good for like moisturizing. This isn't just a straw. This is a vocal tube. I will demonstrate. I got this from Amazon. This is good for warming up your voice just before I'm about to sing. I like to use this. Say I was going to sing the song All of Me, John Legend. All of me loves all of you. I would sing that through the straw. It's just so good for like smoothing out my voice. And you know when you have cracks in your voice, I always find as well, like it takes me ages to warm up. Like sometimes I'll be singing for a good 20 minutes, half an hour, and my voice still isn't warmed up. So this just helps to quicken the process up a little bit more. I think it's really good for, say, if you're at an audition and you don't have any space to warm up or anything. I think this could be handy because it's like not too intrusive, like you don't have to be there in the corridor going la and just being like a bit too over the top. So this is good for just like having a little. I got these from Amazon. I got these about, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago or so, and they're great. I've been using them a lot, especially this month. I've been using them when I've been listening to podcasts, when I've been working out, when I'm cleaning, when I'm meditating. I've been using them all the time and I just think they're really good. I think they were about £22. Can go a really long time before I need to charge them again. So I can use these. I think the time of these is like 8 hours or something. So these are great. I thought I would mention a YouTuber that I've really been enjoying, and his name is Zach Perner. He makes more fitness videos, but he's also like really funny. Like he's so funny. He does a lot of skits. He could do great impressions. He does impressions of Jamie Oliver and Gordon Ramsay and what's that guy off Bear Grylls? Bear Grylls. Yeah, he does impressions of Bear Grylls. He does impressions of Harry Potter and Voldemort. He's hilarious.
As of June this year, Kylie has over 180 million Instagram followers. That's 360 times more followers than I have, and nearly 1 billion times the money that I have. So, if I want to reach that level of fame, I need to experience what it's like to live a day in the life of Kylie Jenner. Morning guys, so I was going to start this vlog earlier, but Stormzy, my daughter, woke me up at 6 in the morning and did not stop screaming. So I just thought, you know, wasn't a good time to get out the camera. Anyway, I have a long day today, so I'm going to have a shower, brush my teeth, and I'll tell you all about it after my shower.
He's very cute, but that's not the reason why I'm watching his videos, I promise. If you're watching Zach Perner, I just want to say thank you so much for making these amazing videos. I'm single. No, I'm joking. I love the Aussie accent though. It's one of my favourite accents. Me and Kaya often will just chat in different random accents. And there was a point where we would keep talking in an Aussie accent with each other all of the time. And I remember Kaya, her boyfriend, to be like, okay, you guys have been talking in this Australian accent all day. You're gonna stop now. And we'd be like, what do you want about, Will? What do you mean? I have been enjoying someone called Shetty. Shetty is also a YouTuber, but he mainly does podcasts, really. Whenever I listen to one of his podcasts, I feel like I learn quite a lot. He talks about life most of the time. He was a monk at one point, so that's really interesting to hear his experiences being a monk. He's so emotionally intelligent and so self-aware. He's just amazing. I love learning more about myself, and I'm quite into, I guess it's self-development. I really enjoy just talking about, you know, how we are as people, how we get along in life. And I just think it's really important to delve deep into the way that we think. I think it's a really good thing to be able to understand ourselves and each other. So I think Jay Shetty is brilliant. I love his podcast. A lot of the time I listen to them when I'm cleaning or when I'm tidying. I hate cleaning, I hate tidying, oh my God. So does anyone else do that? Like when you're cleaning, do you listen to podcasts or anything? That leads me on to the final thing that I've been enjoying this month, which is a mixture of meditation and visualization. But in the last month, I've been meditating and or doing visualization almost every day, which is really strange because I never used to do it, and now all of a sudden I'm just really into it. I always used to think it was a bit like, not woo-woo, but I just didn't quite connect to it and thought, well, it's great if people enjoy it, but I just thought it's not for me. I think meditation is great for making you feel more calm. I definitely feel such a difference. Even if I've had a really stressful day or I'm feeling a bit anxious about something, I might do even just 5 minutes meditation or 10 minutes meditation, and I will feel like a weight has been lifted off my chest. So you don't have to do like an hour of meditation every day. You can just do a little amount and you will still feel some benefit from it. Recently I've been doing more of the visualization. Yesterday I did like an hour and a half of meditation and visualization, and I just enjoyed it so much, and I had the most peaceful day ever. Obviously we cannot do anything without action. Like you can't just think about something. You have to actually be making active choices and, you know, doing things. You can't just sit there and think about it, but it starts in the mind. Sometimes like everybody, I have a very busy brain in the sense that, you know, just racing thoughts all the time, and I tend to beat myself up mentally as well sometimes and just give myself, you know, not cut myself enough slack. We all do that, like I think everyone is the same in that sense, but I just find visualization, meditation great for making me appreciate myself more. I'm quite good at appreciating the world, and I'm quite good at appreciating, you know, the people around me, and I'm mostly a positive person, but also realistic at the same time. But I'm really bad at kind of seeing myself negatively sometimes. I can just be very hard on myself, like we all are, because we all obviously have standards that we uphold for ourselves. As soon as you think that you can't do something, that's when you're not going to be able to do anything. There are so many people in this world that are so willing to knock you down, and that are so quick to tell you that you're wrong and so quick to tell you that you can't do it. So you have to be the one that believes that you can. You have to give yourself those pep talks all the time and remind yourself that you are definitely worthy. Visualization and meditation has allowed me to just look after myself and look after my mind. It has been great for thinking of my goals and keeping them at the forefront of my mind. I like to type into YouTube visualization meditation, or I'll just type in meditation or whatever it is I want to listen to, and then I like to just scroll through and click on the different ones. I might do 20 minutes, half an hour, just whatever I'm feeling that day. So my favorite one at the moment is it's called Rising Higher Meditation, and it's the Visualize and Manifest Anything guided meditation, law of attraction. Makes me feel great. That's the main thing. I think visualization and manifestation has just made me feel great. So yeah, I've been loving doing that recently. So that brings me to the end of my July favourites. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.